It is 5:45 and it is the first day of fall. So today I'm celebrating by doing one of Washington's most famous fall color hikes, Yellow Aster Butte. This is a gorgeous hike up here by Mount Baker, and it is known for its fall color displays. It is going to be clear skies today, and the fall colors are supposed to be in their prime. So I am very excited. This trail is 8 miles with about 2,800 feet of gain. Might do a little bit more for a little bit more exploring, but we're gonna get a summit today and some gorgeous fall color. I am so excited, but I gotta hike like an hour in the dark till sunrise. Let's get going. Well, it's sunrise, and behind me you can see a little bit of a taste of what's to come. You can see the fall colors. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is prime. And up in this area is where I'm going. So the trail continues, it goes off in the trees, and then it hooks all the way around, and we'll be getting up in there. So that is beautiful in this early morning light. It is definitely fall though, because there's actually a tinge of frost on the ground. It's like, I want to say the low 40s. So it is definitely the beginning of fall for sure. And oh man, it's just gonna keep getting better from here. I can't wait till the light hits more of these bushes. It's gonna be gorgeous. Well, as I'm sure you can see, I made it into the sun, which, oh my gosh, that feels amazing. Even though the wind is cold, the sun is warm, and it is just setting these fall colors on fire. But I gotta look at the rest of my route, or part of it. So, try and get up and over this, because there's a basin in here. So the trail goes, it continues kind of winding along this thing, and then eventually Yellow Aster Butte's somewhere up behind this. Those fall colors look very promising, and these views, now that once you break the forest, the views just do not stop. This has been beautiful. I've been going so slow just because I've been like taking pictures of the changing light and looking at the mountains and stuff, but that's why I got here early, so I could take my time. Every corner I round, this trail gets more and more beautiful. Behind me is one of those views that this trail is famous for, and it just, wow. The Alpine up here in fall is really very much like a firework display. Wow, incredible. But I am continuing through the meadows, and I should get my view of my summit soon. I made it to the turnoff where I'm going to be heading up the final stretch to the summit of Yellow Aster Butte. And I mean, look at that. The views are truly panoramic now. I got Tommy Hoy Peak behind me and just literally everything. So now, trail comes up there and then it's going to kick up and do a ridge. And I'm excited for this because this is supposed to be a really fun ridge that's like kind of scrambly, but not really. It should be super pretty, so I'm looking forward to this. Well, there it is. There's my summit. I just continue down the ridge, get up on top of that. The views of the North Cascades here are they just keep getting better. I don't know how it's possible. I'm almost there. This is so much fun. I love ridges. I give you the summit of Yellow Aster Butte. This is an awesome, look at this. Oh my gosh. These panoramic views are insane. Standing on the summit block, but oh my gosh, this is amazing. I have so much to explore here. I think what I'm gonna do though is give the tour like down on the ridge because it has the panoramic view that includes the view of the summit, but wow, this is amazing. This is not too bad for a snack spot. And the cool part about this is that is American Border Peak. And so that is Canadian Border Peak. So this is like literally less than a mile. This is less than a mile from the border of Canada. And that is just so cool. These are crazy looking peaks, but oh my gosh, really not a bad view. Actually, I'll give a mini tour here. I'm gonna go down on the ridge for the proper tour, but because you can't see it from the ridge, You see the corner of Tommy Hoy Lake down there, which is pretty cool. There's a trail that goes to that. That's Tommy Hoy Peak with its lake. And then, of course, the border peaks, which are crazy cragged peaks. They're supposed to be insane to climb. So here's a look at the final approach up Yellow Aster Butte, and I've seen some people say that this part kind of freaked them out because, and I'm guessing they probably don't do a lot of scrambling, which is fine. I wouldn't recommend it if you're afraid of heights, but this is not as bad as it looks. You're not going straight up. What you do is you just go up here, you go back in the trees, and then there's a boot path that takes you around back to the summit. So it's really not too bad. It looks worse than it is. It looks like you have to kind of go up that knife edge thing, and you absolutely do not. I'd say it's not a scramble. It's class 2. I really didn't need to use my hands, but there's just some edges, and you don't have to go right next to those, so it's really not too bad to get up there. Well, I dropped back down on the ridge, and this is the point where I am going to give the tour, because this shows off everything. Oh my gosh, the panoramic views, panoramic. Okay, so starting north, Tommy Hoy Peak. That I'm hoping to climb that next summer. That's supposed to be a really fun scramble. This is the true summit of Yellow Aster Butte, American Border Peak, Mount Larrabee, Winchester Mountain, and then we have a bunch of the North Cascades, Mount Shuckson, and then over there you can see Mount Baker behind the false summit, and that is the false summit of Yellow Aster Butte. And don't be fooled, because I've seen a couple of people get confused. They come up on top of that and think they've got the summit, but you need to come on this ridge and go up that. But I will say the false summit is a good option if you are scared of heights and you don't want to do the ridge. You'll get the amazing panoramic views, and there's no exposure. So I would say that's a pretty good option, but if you care about that type of thing, then go for it. And then finally, there's these beautiful tarns in the basin below. So pretty. But you can see this is just stunning. So now I am going to be heading back, and I think this is probably going to be a longer descent, so stick around for the descent, because now the light is hitting all the lower slopes, so it's going to be lighting up the fall color. So I'm going to be doing a lot of filming on the descent. It is only 8:50, so I got plenty of time. I'm taking my time on this one. I'm sure you can see the views have been amazing coming back down. The light is hitting all the blueberry bushes, and it is so pretty. And it also warmed up enough that I got to take my coat off. It started out almost freezing and now it's like 60, which is really awesome. This wind also feels amazing, but just descending through these meadows of blueberry bushes. Oh my gosh. This definitely, I can see why people come here in the fall. This is definitely up there. I made it back down to the car, and wow, I absolutely see why Yellow Aster Butte is one of the most popular fall hikes in Washington. It definitely delivered on some beautiful fall color, and I was really surprised by how much of this was open. I didn't realize most of this is open, sweeping panoramic views, and it's just gorgeous. And then I have to say, I think my favorite part is getting that view of American Border Peak. I've been wanting to get up close with that mountain for a while. It is so cool looking. It's one of the steepest mountains in the entire state. It's just such a cool place to see. And that final ridge to the proper summit is so much fun. I highly recommend. It's not a crazy scramble or anything, but if you are afraid of heights, just go to the fall summit and you will get an amazing view with fall color as well. My only tip would be get here early because there's not a proper parking spot and it's road parking. So you definitely want to get here early, but this was such a fun hike and it was pretty easy for a summit like this. And I've been wanting to see these fall colors for a while up here. It was absolutely worth waking up as early as I did to come up here, but the mountains did put on a beautiful fireworks show. It is the beginning of fall, and fall is pretty short in the Alpine, so I'm going to take advantage of it while it lasts. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and here are my favorite pictures from the trail today. Enjoy.